Those two races, Suzuka and Shanghai, cause for worry for a certain someone. A certain guy who thought he was running away with the championship this year. It doesn't look like it's the case.
Who that?
You always have that phrase he says. What's the phrase he says? He was running away with the championship, then
blimey.
Kimi Antonelli came into the picture because Suzuka, I actually felt sorry for George.
What do you mean?
Are you team for the championship? Are you team George or Kimi?
Hey,
I want you to declare.
I am Italian.
You? George or Kimi for the championship?
I don't care.
You don't care? Me, I'm team Russell. Because that...
Why?
It's the same reason I gave with the Piastri. Because Kimi is a guy who has come when everybody went hunting, killed a buffalo, skinned it, wakachinja.
That analogy doesn't work. That analogy doesn't work because
now when they are trying
the regs ilikuwa.
But you see, Mushiri, you are the same person who told me
he likes Daniel Ricciardo.
No, a few weeks ago before we hit record, and I'll stop bringing this quote.
Don't tell him your secrets.
But there's a quote which you said, which stuck with me. You said it's easier to teach a fast driver not to crash than to teach a slow driver how to be fast.
I stand by it.
Now, if you stand by it, why are you not looking at
Kimi,
the talent that is Kimi? And why are you not okay with Kimi using his raw talent to actually take the fight to George and probably...
First of all, wait. First of all, who I support does not affect what happens on track. Mm-hmm. Okay? This is, let's say, fanaticism. I'm rooting for somebody. Mm-hmm. And I'm rooting for George because George came to Formula 1 Kengia Williams first. Mm-hmm. Like how it was supposed to be then. Mm-hmm. Like you enter into a junior team, you develop so that you can go to a championship winning car so that you can win champion. Mm-hmm. But same as Hamilton, the way he came to a championship winning car first year. Mm-hmm. Kimi, who else? I will not be support even Alonso in McLaren. I will never support a young driver coming into a championship winning car over the other driver who was there. The only time I have done that is... I haven't done that. Mm-mm. Because I was supporting Ricciardo when Max came to Nini, but Max went to Toro Rosso first.
When did you start supporting Ricciardo? Be honest.
When he was fighting with Vettel.
Exactly. And who joined who? Who joined
But he was from Toro Rosso.
Okay.
But you see, for Kimi, he was a rookie in Mercedes. And I think what Toto is trying to do is trying to break the record of Schumacher or Hamilton, winning 7 championships. It seems you cannot win 7 championships if you start going to develop a driver to a team that is not a championship.
So you think Toto will be in the sport for a long time?
I think Toto wants... You see the way Schumacher is tied to Ferrari. Mm-hmm. And just because of that, there's a legacy. Mm-hmm. If you want that kind of legacy, you need to have a 7-time world champion with Mercedes.
But they already have Hamilton.
No. You're not hearing what he's saying. He wants... Unaona what Ferrari have with Schumacher. Now he wants it with Mercedes, but he wants 7 titles. Now 1 driver.
Yeah. But Schumacher didn't get all these titles with Ferrari.
Yes, I know. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. What he is trying to do
is to break the record.
It's to break that record. I don't think it is possible for somebody like Russell, who went to Williams, to come to Mercedes and break the record. Schumacher's record.
That's true.
But if you take a young guy and you put him, like he's 19, whatever, you put him...
Oh, he'll be there for a minute.
You put him into a championship winning car first year, there's a chance he's going to do it.
He basically wins the first title, the second title.
Yeah,
everything.
So I think that's what he is doing, and that is where I think George
will suffer.
But why wait? Why take Kimi to the trenches, aka Williams, when Mercedes last year they didn't have a dominant car?
See, that's what happened to George. Why can't you do that? Why did they put George first there then?
In Williams?
Yeah, no, in Mercedes, not.
Sorry, straight to Mercedes.
Yeah.
Because at that particular point, we had Bottas. And the Mercedes had a dominant car. Now, Toto has always said, hey, during the ground effect era, they never had a dominant car. So they could afford bringing in Kimi a year earlier to actually learn the Formula 1 car, and when 2026, when there's a new regulation set, and they hit the ground running, which is what they did, then they have a better shot, not just at the constructors, but also the drivers' championship. In my perspective, that makes sense. From George's perspective, I see how that's a shit sandwich, excuse me for my French, because George definitely would have loved if this was Kimi's first year. So that Kimi is going through the trenches. Yes, George has a clear shot at the championship.
Okay,
Unfortunately for George.
when it comes,
yeah.
but when it comes to driving, like who is the faster driver? I think George believes in himself.
They all believe in themselves.
We have data. We
Even
have data.
Alonso's chef.
No, for 2026, we are using the latest data we have.
Yeah.
As per 2026, who's the faster driver statistically?
According to the results.
Statistically, not results. Statistically,
Statistically is based on the results.
results. Gani, which results are we looking at?
See who won.
No. That's not how you gauge the fastest driver.
Yeah.
That's not how it is gauged. How do we gauge the fastest driver in Formula 1?
Fastest driver? I'd say, hey, drag race. Down the straight.
It's quali and
qualifying.
Pana.
It's qualifying. Hey,
Qualifying
guys,
has no
comments down
racecraft.
below. How do you gauge the faster driver
Qualifying has no racecraft.
in Formula 1? And that's why we are looking for the faster driver. We are not looking at who is the better driver.
But
We're looking at who's the faster driver.
But is a faster driver. But is a faster
Who's
driver
the
in qualifying.
Is a
Who's the
faster driver,
faster
the
driver
better driver?
statistically?
Yeah?
Statistically, 2026, between George and Kimi, who is the faster driver statistically?
Well, Kimi took
Statistic-
pole in
odd
China.
number of races.
Kimi took pole in
Odd
Suzuka.
number of races.
So,
3.
We need even number of races.
No, we need odd. So it's a 2-1.
He's fighting for George.
But then your review, your
Membership is
membership
under-
is under review. I'm just reminding you.
Hey, I'm just feeling it for George because I see where George has been put.
Hey,
George,
bro, no.
Now
Money has
listen.
been poured. This is the same guy who said he doesn't care because his drivers are paid.
are paid.
Millions of dollars. We shouldn't care.
Listen,
But today you.
for this one,
Today-
the question I asked before, who do you have between George and Kimi for championship? That is, if Mercedes are going with
As
it.
of now,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll put my money on Kimi.
You're putting your money on like
Yes.
who are you supporting? Because where you put your money and the supporting could be different. Because
Kimi. I
Well-
love George, and I've said
you love Mr. Saturday.
Yes, and
Mr. Consistency.
I've always said I love
Oh,
George.
blimey.
On track,
But then
but he's
why
off- but
then
off
why the
track-
shift? Why the shift to Kimi then?
Why
Talent.
because just out of the box, Kimi is faster.
Even Russell was fast out of the box. It's only that he was in Williams.
I am not saying George is not fast, but out of the box,
It's not fast. Why are you guys sugarcoating?
Kimi is faster.
the quali both qualies za China
Who is
and
George, bana?
listen, quali ya China and Japanese.
Who is George, bana?
The battery was
Bwana,
acting
who are
up.
you mentioning,
I don't
bwana?
want to say Mercedes did something. I'm
Let him
just
learn.
going to say the battery.
Who's George,
He had
bwana?
issues with battery.
Wishugani. Anyway, my point is tulikuwa tunaangalia statistically who is the faster driver. The actual truth is Kimi has been the faster driver in 2026 to George. Now,
According to the results.
according to the results,
Yeah.
according to the data we have, the data that is available to everyone. Okay? Now, the flip side of this coin is we already saw a spoiler, a trailer to what will happen in 2026, but to another team. Last year, I was telling you guys, these guys will prioritize Norris, come rain, come sunshine. We just know Norris is sitting back knowing he's walking away with that championship.
And this
because the team,
This year?
if Mercedes are the team, this year Charles Leclerc is in the championship.
No. For Mercedes, let's.
McLaren is in the picture, like in
No, I'm talking about whatever
the
is
horse.
happening in Mercedes. We are talking about Mercedes. We are talking about Mercedes here.
money has been poured. Man.
Are we not talking about? Are we not on
We
the
are. Yes,
Mercedes
we are.
topic?
Continue.
Yeah. So between George and Kimi.
No, and this is the argument I was having a few
Don't
days.
bring Charles here.
Now, when Charles win the championship, 2 and 3,
Bruh.
2 and 3, this is what will happen. Lord Percival, then now Kimi, because I feel Mercedes will actually prioritize Kimi. Now, and this is why I'm saying Mercedes will actually prioritize Kimi. Mulikuwa mnasikiza the radios between George and was it Toto in Suzuka? He was like a few laps in and he was like, is Kimi going to do whatever we planned ama vitu kaa hizo? And I believe George feels that Kimi, he has like team orders on Kimi's head. That's what I believe. And I feel it will get to a point where Kimi has pulled away quite a bit from George. And part of the reason Kimi would have pulled away from George is because George is busy getting mugged by the Ferraris in Suzuka.
Battery.
Hey, Pale Lewis and Charles were
Wait,
doing
is it the
wrong.
battery or is it they got a wrong setup for George?
Nah,
Digression.
I don't want to point fingers because
Let me
it's too
finish.
early.
If
Let me
a
finish.
driver, the greatest drivers always manage whatever situations they have. So
Yeah.
I am not cutting George any slack.
I'm also not cutting him any slack. I saw him getting his chains.
That's why I'm not pointing anything. I'm not blaming anyone at this particular point.
You know that video ya ule mse anakuanga akipigwa mob justice. They're mugging him. Speak up, bitch.
No.
Speak up, mob justice. That's what the Ferraris are doing.
George will be back. Miami.
Miami, spoiler alert, Miami is actually an Antonelli track.
What? Because he took pole there, sprint pole there.
I'm
last
enjoying
year.
how you're supporting
Yeah.
George because
Me Joe.
of all the people to support on that grid, umeona umekaa chini ukaangalia George Russell ukasema
That's my guy.
You see, you know what I've seen? I've seen the setup, and in this setup, George has been set up to fail. That's why I'm.
yeah, George and Piastri are basically the same thing. Are basically in the same.
I don't think so.
Yo, do you think if Kimi is ahead of George, at by 5 points by the time they're getting to Spa, this is round 8, yeah? round 8, round 9, Uko, and they feel the McLarens are a genuine threat. Do you think George can speak for himself? Akisema ati prioritize me as the driver who can bring the championship home. Ama do you think they'll actually put their faith in Kimi?
The thing that I know about George is George won't play a political card on track, yeah, unless his position is being threatened. We haven't seen George play that with Lewis again because they were not fighting for any championships. Maybe they were fighting for a win, maybe at Zandvoort or something, and George had to play that card. But he wasn't like, yo, I think you should prioritize me.
Yeah, that has never been George.
I don't think George will ever play that card. Now, in a situation where...
But the one for give me, I try to overtake the car ahead. If I fail, I'll give back. That one he can play.
Yeah, he can play that card. Yeah. But in a situation where they are clearly running with the championship away, I think Mercedes will just let them race. But in a situation like the one that you just described, come Spa, it's neck and neck between Kimi and George, and then we have the McLarens. And it's funny how you didn't even say Ferrari. It's funny how
we'll already be ahead. We'll already be ahead. Leclerc will be running away the championship.
I'll do your service. So we have the McLarens and the Ferraris.
Ferraris won't be there.
Yeah, they
No.
won't be in the picture.
It's not the Ferraris. It's just one Ferrari which is running away. We are talking about the constructors. Me, the drivers, I know.
Now you're throwing Hamilton under the bus.
If it's neck and neck,
Hamilton is dealing with Kim Kardashian and he's a 40.
if it's a neck and neck between Russell and Antonelli, then they are definitely taking the constructors championship because that is what the McLarens did last year.
But which driver will
for
they
the
want
driver
to-
championship, it's where now it's going to be a little bit tricky. Okay,
Jokes aside.
that's why it's going to be a little bit tricky. Now that is where George has to. If he can't beat Antonelli on track, we are going to see this side of George where he's playing politics on track and off track.
Judge will fight it on track.
Now I know you guys
Yes,
don't
he
like
will.
the,
But if he can't
you
beat
guys
Antonelli,
don't like the asparagus.
what's the next frontier?
The asparagus side of the Formula One.
If it's
Yeah,
fair and
don't-
square,
don't bring,
If it is fair and square, I will admit it. Kimi is faster, but so far, the George had issues in China
Fanyaje,
and Japan.
you still have another data point. May 3rd.
You're waiting
No,
for
May
my-
2nd kwanza.
Eh?
That is your first data
What's
point.
happening?
See, May
Miami.
2nd qualifiers. Then May 3rd you get another extra.
Yeah.
Opportunity to
there'll be 4
collect
races,
data.
even
analyze
number of
data.
races,
Analyze.
even number of races.
So we need them odd. When you say even, when you have 2-2,
No, we'll give him
It's-
that one because I know for a fact Kimi will come out on top.
Okay.
Because George will be busy getting mugged Uko na the Piastris and the Oscars. Well,
Antonelli is running off.
Wait, George, lock in.
But then he needs to lock in.
Lock
properly.
in, bwana.
Yeah.
Ni mbaya.
And I told you guys.
George, as a Kenyan, weka mawe, weka
And I told you guys after Australia, I think the qualifying, I told you guys, yo,
mbaya.
Piastri
Mejangori.
Piastri is not here to play games. He's put that car into P2. Granted, the W17 is a weapon, but remember he crashed that car in FP3. The only reason why Piastri participated in qualifying at Australia is because Max decided to send that car into the barrier. So the mechanics were able to use that delay, the stopped session, to actually fix that car and get it onto the track. And Mercedes actually said Kimi was driving that car with a compromised setup. It wasn't set up for race or also qualifying. But the kid was able to put it into P2 and 3/10 of George. To me, that was yo, George, you have a target on your back.
So
Lock in,
anyway,
George. Lock in.
anyway, discussion point, I'm a question to the viewer. Do you think it's a two-way title fight between George and Kimi? And if so, who comes out on top
Where
at
the
the end of
Ferrari?
2026? Bro, I'm telling you, the year of the horse, Lord Percival. Lord Percival locked in. He got married. He said, hey, you take care of home business, everything is okay. You see, Lewis is not locked in yet. Lewis is busy with Kim Kardashian.
Hey, we said
in
that
Tokyo.
people you're not supposed to mention on this.
Yeah.
You're
Lewis.
watering down the...
Hey, by the way, kutakuwa na backlash, I'm sorry. I do not want that backlash at Team LH hapa. But anyway, Lord Percival Championship 2026 locked in. Take it to the bank. End up pale Poly Market, put money on it.
Okay. They usually say if wishes were...
I'm not using that pun with you. Anyway, so moving on, let's quickly discuss the midfield so that we wrap the pod up. Some interesting developments have been happening pale kwa midfield. We have a new entrant in the name of Red Bull Racing. Cheers.
Hey, we're
New
loving
entrant
it.
into the midfield.
We're loving it.
Yes. New entrant. How are you guys feeling? How is it down there?
Yes, now we are seeing Gasly, Behrman.
Has Max
we are recognizing the talent that is in Gasly
Hey, bro,
and Behrman.
That competition is stiff. Hey, that midfield, it's not a joke. I think it was easy in the top 4. Hey, that midfield is bad, man.
my friend, this guy is this is called the fall from grace.
Max is even considering retiring, bro.
It's bad. Yo, this guy Gasly has him on a chokehold.
Gasly has a hands, but
By the way,
you know that
target
That's-
target is Behrman and Gasly.
You know that Vingram's scene in Baby Boy, Tyrese Gibson. Max is in that chokehold. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
Nimbaya.
Yeah.
It's bad.
But Max has no issue with that. He has issues with engine. Yeah,
are you sure?
Is
It's
it
not the
engine?
engine.
No.
It's not the PU.
Don't lie to
he
us.
doesn't have issues with Alpine and Behrman.
Now, you know, Alpines, the only reason you're even competing with Alpines wangekuwa compete huko na Aston Martin is because
What are you
Alpine
talking
decided.
about? No, put some respect on Alpines.
No, the reason you guys are actually in the battle with Alpines and our guy Pierre.
At least you're fighting with someone.
Our guy Pierre Gasly is because Alpines decided, this manufacturing of things, sijui engines, sijui being a works team.
Sikusomea hiyo.
I am done. I am done making engines. I'm done making engines. They just went, Mercedes, please come, let's talk business.
Yeah.
That's what really happened.
Yeah.
And I mean, Gasly is showing his talent. He's showing off his
Yep.
talent. And Gasly has always been one of those underrated drivers. Hey, Monza 2020, never forget.
No, but bruh.
Never forget.
Oh, Monza. Oh, Gasly has a win.
Wait, so are you now seeing Gasly as a proper driver?
I've always seen him as a proper driver.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I am going to
think
pull
about
some
it.
receipts from I think 2022.
I've always like
You
on that
said
grid,
Gasly
drivers
driver mwenye najionanga mnoma lakini
leave the drivers wenye wako at the top.
According to you, a question to you. There's in the midfield, we have Gasly. We're not going to put Colapinto there. No. There's Behrman. We have Max Haja.
Hey, Haja is not there.
Wait, Haja's not there. He hasn't beaten an Alpine. Oh,
He's only
Max
beaten
has
Colapinto.
Max hasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Max has
hasn't
not.
beaten Gasly. Where is
How is Haja doing it?
Yeah, beating Colapinto.
But on the rookie side of things, I also like Gabriel Bortoleto a lot.
Is he a rookie?
They're no
Right
longer
now,
rookies.
he's no longer a rookie.
It's only
but
that British guy. Who's a rookie.
Oliver Behrman.
Yeah. The new guy.
Lindblad.
I
Lindblad.
keep forgetting his name.
He's
yeah.
Indian.
No, he's British Indian.
He's racing his flag.
Ni PR. He's
British
Indian.
Indian.
You know he's Indian.
His flag.
Sinika venye Albon alianza na the British stuff, then he decided, you know what?
I don't recall.
Let me go back to Thailand.
That is his racing flag. Like
You
the
know he's
national
Indian,
anthem or
bana.
whatever.
You know he's Indian, bana.
So
Anyway.
So like
Why are you laughing? See, he's Indian.
I wanted to Nini. Let's come to Nini Aduo. So I'm hearing the Behrman Haas will get 2.
Really?
Yeah.
But if Haas are getting 2, then that means Ferrari is getting 2. They have a Ferrari power unit, right?
Yeah. No, sorry, my bad. Ferrari, we are talking about engines. So these are just rumors, of course, Mercedes is not getting any, and I hear Red Bull is not getting any. Ferrari are getting 1. The rest of the engines are getting 2 for this year.
Okay.
2 are the rest. Audi and Aston?
Honda.
Sorry, and Honda, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. How many manufacturers do
Let me tell you how we solve this
manufacturers do you
problem.
I think 5.
Let me tell you how we solve this problem.
Wait, Mercedes, Ford,
Ford, Red Bull,
Red Bull
Power.
Powertrains. Mercedes, Ferrari, Ford, Honda, and Nani?
Audi.
And Audi. Let me tell you how we fix this mess. We will give you chassis. You give us engines. We are back challenging. Both of us. Win-win. You have a bad chassis. You have a good engine.
It's overweight.
We have a bad engine. Underpowered, not bad. Underpowered engine. Give us the strong engine to show you how we do it.
So I hear we are getting a chassis update in Silverstone. 5 kg less. Only 5.
I'm okay with that. If those 5 kgs will mean beating
But
at least
for this year, our target is Gasly.
Yeah.
My guy,
That's
you haven't been to K1, you see how depressed the Red Bull fans are. Unaona vile last year you're talking about how the Ferrari fans were depressed even in the final race. These guys are not celebrating when
We have
Charles
shifted
is
our
doing
focus.
overtakes. So, Red Bull fans pale, it's bad.
Yeah, I know it's looking bad, but if you dig into where in the first 3 and 2 races, let me just say the first 2 races where it's really gone left for us is we haven't had both cars finishing in the point scoring positions. So Suzuka is actually our first race where we've had both cars finishing the race. China, if we had both cars finishing in Australia and China, I'm pretty sure we'd be a strong P4
ahead of
in the
Haas.
pecking order, yes. Because Haas is 18 points, Alpine and Red Bull, we are tied at 16. Yeah. And Alpine, they've had both cars finish, I think all the races.
I don't think they have retired.
Yeah, they haven't retired.
It's only Haas that has
Yes, only Haas that has, I think, had one retirement, the Behrman.
the Behrman one.
Yeah. That comes to mind. So
Has just scored points.
I think he did. I think he has.
He didn't finish in China, Cindy.
Yeah, let me
Did he? He didn't finish in Australia. He spun in China. There was a spin. Then he had to do the recovery. I don't think he got it. I don't think he has any points.
Isaac Hajar.
I think he has points.
Let me just pull it up. Yeah, he has 4 points.
He got them in
I think it was a sprint race
Japan.
in China.
a sprint race, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So, but that does not take away from the fact that
Nimbaya.
it's bad.
Yeah, it's
the Red Bull car, we are in the thick of it, in the middle field. We know what's going on. And even in the last pod, I told you guys, it's not the PU. Listening to what the drivers and also listen to what Mike said, it's not the PU. That has to do with chassis things. So when they say, hey, I think the best time or the quickest we can bring an update to the chassis is Silverstone, and maybe that's reducing 5 kgs. I'll take it.
You take it.
I'll take it. And I also
if it will help us with Alpine.
Yes.
Gasly.
Yes, and I also think I'm being hopeful here. I think this spring break between Suzuka and Miami, I think that's also another good opportunity for the team to just look at the data that they have, what could be going
Refine
on.
development.
Yeah, because I think we're having this correlation thing coming up again. Because Suzuka, we brought some significant updates. Floor.
But Mark said,
Yeah. And if you bring an update and it's going left, that is correlation. Because in CFD, maybe in your wind tunnel, it's saying, hey, we have fixed this or we are improving this. But when you put this on track, it's not giving you the expected outcome. To me, that's a correlation issue. Granted, we have that old wind tunnel. And I think next year is when the new wind tunnel will be
In effect.
in use. So I think this 5-week break, it's good from a Red Bull perspective, just to look at the data, maybe see what they could have done differently with setting up the car. maybe recalibrate tools to help with the correlation thing again. And maybe see how they can come back to Miami, because it's a sprint weekend. Come back to Miami with a baseline of a setup that can actually take the fight to Alpine and Haas.
So I think the data they got even from Japanese is a good thing.
Yeah.
They will use it.
Yep.
But me, I'm worried about Miami because even if we go back to last year when we had sprint races, we were not doing well because it seemed, and I think we talked, Red Bull like needs the 3 practices to set up the car. But whenever there was sprint, Max, like the car wasn't in any until race day.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't have much hopes in Miami. Maybe when we enter Europe now.
Quickly, let's touch on the tire tests that have been happening and are continuing to happen before we call it a wrap. We understand. Please pull up the data, please.
Yep.
Yeah, we understand. Is it Mercedes? Mercedes were the first to do it.
No, Red Bull and Racing Bulls.
And then Ferrari are going to do their own.
Yeah, Ferrari are going to do a wet tire test at Maranello. And then Mercedes and McLaren are going to do a dry test at the Nürburgring.
Nürburgring. So we are seeing a return of
They
Nürburgring.
booked there.
Interesting.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. Proper tracks. And what do you make of it? What do you think Pirelli are trying to achieve with the tire tests?
I think we can all agree that we are seeing with this regulation set, the tires are not dropping off as expected. Okay. Now this is me as a fan.
Hamilton in Japan said the hards didn't work for him.
Yeah, but you see, it could be, was it tire graining, was it tire wear?
Yeah, it could be. Because there was something about... so apparently when you getting out of the corner, even if you have a small wheel spin, it eats into your battery.
Yeah, and of course it's going to spike the rear temps, the temperatures on the rear tire, so you'll have less grip.
Of course, wheel spin.
So
in that about testing, maybe this is just my assumption. The amount of power that comes instantly at the wheels, I think it's very massive.
Yeah.
So how it behaves after that, maybe it's something they would want to know.
Yeah, and of course there. To that point, this is a new regulation set. They're not using the same tires in terms of dimensions as they did in the
front
previous.
and the rear.
Yeah,
different.
yeah. They are smaller, and just like you said, the power unit is
And
delivering
asymmetrical.
power differently
Yeah.
to the tires, and also the cars they weigh less. They make 30% less downforce. I think I stand to be corrected on that. So when Pirelli can actually use actual cars on track to better understand what tires they brought into this season and also for the entire regulation set, I think this is a good opportunity for them, where they can say we are no longer using mule cars like they did before. We are using actual F1 cars, slap in or slap on tires, do some laps, let's collect some data, let's see how we can, I don't know, maybe improve
Better
the
optimize.
tire for the next few years. But personally, I'd love to see tires falling off.
want
Gradually,
tweaker
I'm a
tires.
cliff. Me, I would like a cliff.
Gradually, but
I'm a
sooner. Sooner. Because
We need more pitting in situations whereby people require to pit.
not even pitting. I'm not happy with this regulation set where the cars are being driven to the limit based on energy.
So
I want
you
it
want
to be
another
driven.
curveball.
Yes. I want you to drive the car to the limit based on grip. Either downforce or what the tires can do for you.
Because where did we have a safety car where Mercedes pitted early and took the hards all the way to the end without any issues? Or with the most of the grid?
This season?
Yeah. I think,
China.
is it in China?
Ferrari also failed to capitalize on the...
Where Ferrari didn't pit under those safety cars. See, Mercedes pitted and the hards went all the way.
Yeah.
And people were like, hey, man, the easy hards, they're lasting way too long.
Antonelli has been doing fastest laps, as in the penultimate laps to the end of the race. Antonelli is doing fastest laps. Like, these tires are not falling off.
Yeah.
But granted, that could be an advantage that the Mercedes car has. Of course, and also in clean air, you're able to take care of the tires better. So
Me, I wish Ferrari would make the falling off like a cliff. Like
Ferrari or Pirelli?
Or Pirelli. Like,
Yeah,
Jamaa
if
anakuwa
I-
too obsessed
like-
tu na-
No.
sisi, watu wamelala
like
tu.
lap 20,
Don't do my boy like that.
like lap 20, come lap 21, you are
Ni mbaya.
okay, 5 seconds off. Like nikaa kumenyesha.
Ni mbaya.
I have to pit now.
It is very bad.
Because there will be this fear of going if you're told to pit and you ignore the fear will be big. Anyway,
But
I hope
you're onto something there because I can't remember which race where Pirelli predicted either China or Australia
which year?
this year, where according to the Pirelli predictions, they said the pit window is between I think 17 and I think 23. But the guys were taking that tire
To 30.
into the late 20s, and they were not. It was not dropping. The only reason why they came into the pits was to cover someone,
Yeah.
but not because they were falling.
That's
off.
Suzuka.
Yeah. So
Also, for the tire compounds, I think we have like 3 of them. Okay, we have 5.
6.
Ni 6. Oh, they introduced the
Yeah,
C6.
it's 6, I think. Yeah.
They should there should be 3.
What?
Like the softest, the medium.
Katikati?
Yeah, like there should be a big gap in between.
I think that's going to be a hard sell because different track conditions.
Let's say if you a track where maybe we use the 3 softest compound, you just have one the softest of them all. Then the middle one and then the hard. If you choose to use hard, like it's not warming up or anything. Like I think it's becoming very easy for these drivers to go to the end as in doing one stop. I just don't want one stop. And
That's
even Monaco,
interesting, but-
they removed the mandatory 2 pit stop.
Yeah,
for
but
this year.
Don't you think if there's a big difference between the softs and the mediums to the hards, you'll be seeing scenarios where people won't be touching the softs at all? Because if someone with the mediums, which are significantly slower, they don't have to pit, they'll be taking those tires still again all the way to the end. And
So-
also, if there's a big difference, let's say, for example, between the medium and the hard tires, then anyone who, it will be a gamble. When you jump onto the hards, you will be significantly slow.
Slow. It'll be slow, and getting them to temperature. Okay, it depends on the track. There's a track whereby you will need, depending on if you are giving 3, you'll need to use the hard, maybe, and the medium. Maybe in that track the hard will be favorable, and maybe in another track the medium will be favorable, or the soft. But not having 2 compounds which are favorable for that track. Basically,
Hey, bro. That's chaos.
extreme soft,
Extreme hard.
extreme hard, and the middle. The same throughout all the tracks.
I think there's some tracks where they're there in the middle. You're going to have drivers really struggling.
We want them to struggle.
to
We
take
don't-
those tires.
We want them to struggle. We don't want them to
understand
do one stop.
Your logic behind what you're saying, but at the same time, I think Pirelli ama the FIA ama whoever regulates what's going to be used on race day, but I think it's Pirelli, have also
FIA.
tried. They work together.
Yeah.
Okay. They are trying their hardest with the 6 compound series that they have to actually put in a proper window up in
Yeah,
between.
they do.
They're trying their hardest. Nah, I think the reason why your suggestion isn't viable at this point in time is because these tracks have different surfaces, all of them. Zingine kwanza hizi mpya zinakwanga newly resurfaced where the tarmac is fresh na vitu kaa hizo, na kuna hizo tracks zingine ziko aggressive on tires like Hungary we are talking about because the surface is a bit more rough
And
na vitu kaa
also
hizo.
depending on the profile, some
Yeah.
tracks
I think
like Barcelona with the high speed corners, it chews front tires.
Then
like an
put
ant.
the hards.
But
If you think the soft will do 2 laps way out, then don't put it. Put the hard and struggle.
but those guys,
I don't want them to have an easy time. That's all.
no, but you see, there has to be a balance between making things hard for them and also making things
interesting.
easier for them to be able to race. Because imagine a situation where we've gone to let's say Barcelona, which use the front tires as hell. Why the hell would you introduce the softest of the soft as the soft, and on this other side introduce the hardest of the hardest as the hard tire? You'll be having drivers who will be like, yo, if I can just start with the hards, I get rid of these hards and then I jump into the mediums and see how I can take this thing to the end. Hiyo ni sawa. But you won't have drivers who will be pushing those tires to the limits. Because if someone knows I can jump onto the mediums and I will still go longer if I drive slower, and I'll be faster than the guy on the hards who's trying to drive to drive faster. But because their hards won't get fired up, I'm seeing it's going to be a mess.
You know what happened? You know the solution to Mushiri's problem? See, he's looking for extra chaos. just introduce tire wars. Because that will be tire wars.
Michelin. I agree.
Yeah, introduce tire wars.
Like why
Yokohama.
Because imagine if this
because people will be looking at the C3 for Bridgestone. Wako like
I support. Imagine. Let's say Pirelli now has a lot of
suppliers.
He has a patent.
No, has a lot of
customers.
Money has been
information. Ama R&D. Like they have, they are given an opportunity to develop their tires more than any other. I would say when you look at Formula 1, but that information should not be kept. Because if whatever information Ferrari finds, it doesn't go and share it with Bridgestone.
Are we saying Ferrari or Pirelli?
Or Pirelli. The information it gets, it won't go and share with Bridgestone or Yokohama. So let those guys come in. Even them, they do their R&D. Yeah,
but everyone has their own slice of the cake. If I can put it that way.
In other motorsport,
yes.
Yeah.
Now Formula 1 is, as much as they say that they are pinnacle of motorsport, they are not the only motorsport discipline that we know.
Yeah, I would want to see.
We have Michelin that's in MotoGP. There you can't touch them. We have Bridgestone and Michelin again, also in WEC and also in IMSA. There you can't touch them. Pirelli are also lacking in those respective fields.
We have Yana tires in Safari Rally.
Yeah.
Is it
Yokohama or who?
I forgot.
We have Hankook also in Formula E.
Yeah.
They also have their own IP and their own expertise in that. As in, the cake is huge.
Don't you think Hankook maybe would be interested if there was an opportunity?
In Formula 1?
Yeah.
It's expensive.
I'm sorry, Hankook. Your tires are ugly. I will want to see them in Formula 1 cars.
You're being biased.
I love the Pirelli slicks. I just love how they look. They just
Me, I loved the Bridgestone grooved ones. Yeah.
Anyway, we leave it up to the viewer and the listener.
Just think about these current Formula 1 cars with tires that have dreads.
Not that groove.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why the groove was introduced is to, you see now
to slow down the cars.
No. Okay. Maybe yes. It's part of
the
answer.
It was to slow down the cars.
It is part of the answer. But you see, for this regulation, they reduced the width of the tire.
Mm-hmm.
Them they said instead of reducing the width, just cut remove. The contact patch remains reduced, but the tire width remain.
Those tires were ugly.
Hey.
Oh, those were some of the best looking cars. The one with the grooves.
For more context, just go watch races between 2006.
Horns?
Yeah, they had horns.
Well, Aston Martin has horns. At the airbox. Or where? Horns where?
Go and look at the 208.
Which
207.
Which section of the car? The airbox, the air inlet
at the side of that car box.
Yeah, so even right now, anyone can put that. We have Aston Martin with the horns. With the Viking.
The T thing.
Yeah, the T thing, Aston Martin has horns.
No horns look like these.
No, there's the T thing is standard for everyone. It has the radio and the T-cam plus all those other things. But the Aston Martin has an aerodynamic element that comes like
there's a horn there.
We're now talking aesthetics.
Viking horns. No, it's not. We're talking about form. He's talking about aesthetics.
Anyway, guys, and that brings us to the end of our show. We've had quite an interesting one, and we are looking forward to Miami. So, you guys, Miami, I think it will be an 11 p.m. race.
Miami, baby.
Kama kawaida. Catch you guys at K1 Clubhouse so that we watch the race together. Fan cams will be there. Go watch what we put out so far this year, because there are some interesting takes up on Dani. Very interesting takes. And for those who are unfamiliar, we also have a WhatsApp group. If you're looking to have these discussions 24/7, 365, non-stop, talk to everybody, troll everybody like me. I'm constantly trolling the Mercedes guys 24/7. ask for the link on any of our socials. I've been your boy Ace, the trouble man himself, twice as nice, smooth as ice, never had a bad day in my life.
Are you sure? The McLarens are in the picture, man.
And this has been my co-host
Dan.
and my other co-host,
Mushiri.
Dan and Mushiri, the start man.
Yeah.
And just Dan,
Yeah.
the stubborn one.
Huh?
Yeah. Peace out.
And this is the Russell sympathizer.
Your membership is under review, by the way.
Peace out. Catch you guys on the next one.